Here in Indy, they're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Play action. Now Wentz. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Nyheim Hines, his first carry.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Wentz now on first down. Steps away to his left. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Eluding the pressure right. He finds his man, complete. That's Murray. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Jackson will throw again. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. Now on 4th down, they throw a deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. Wentz now on first down. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Now Wentz. Dancing to his left. And this one is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Five yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Jackson. Flush to his right. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Marquise Brown there to make the grab. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Now Wentz. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he is going to have a Colts first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. On play action, it's Wentz. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Throwing now is Wentz. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 41. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Anderson-Dejo. And the Colts are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Wentz. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
And that's a much-needed completion right there on third down. Really a sigh of relief, isn't it? They're backed up deep. You know they don't want to give the ball back to the other guy. It's a great field position. They needed that throw, that completion, that first down.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Throwing again on second down. Wentz. Forced out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On second down, it's Taylor. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now Wentz on third down. And this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Steps away to his left. And Wentz going to slide to a stop. He does have the first down. On first down, Wentz. Dancing to his left. He'll get this one to Pittman. Shifts by at the 15. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Throwing is Wentz. He'll buy some time right. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Final adjustments taking place in both teams' locker rooms. We're closing in on the second half. And to bring it your way, let's go back up to Indianapolis and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. James Prochet to return it. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said we're fortunate that this is a tie game.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 68 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Flushed out right. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Hines. And he stopped immediately there. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. This to Hines on the drop-off. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now Wentz. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. This is Hines. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll run for it with Hines. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He finds his man, complete. That's Murray. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Now it's Jackson. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. Flush to his right. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Flushed out right. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hines. And some space here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Throwing on first is Wentz. Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now a throw here to his running back. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. To throw, it's Wentz. Forced out to his left. And Wentz going to slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Wentz going to throw. Rolling to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. 3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Now Wentz sliding out of the pocket. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor there to make the grab. And the Colts have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Wentz going to look to throw. They'll roll him out right to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Time to ground it out now with Murray. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And his throw is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. He'll buy some time right. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Again, it's Murray. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive, because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Badgley's kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical. Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. This to make it a 2-score game. And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, they've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done.
Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And that will write a finish to this ball game. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.